Well, for me, I actually been to Brazil. I mean, I've been to Cuba back in 2017, February 2017. I went to Havana, and I had an amazing time. I was there for 7 days. I think what made my trip more special, I actually bought boxing equipment, boxing gloves, shirts, helmets to a local boxing gym that actually caters to kids. So when I did that action, man, dude, the community actually embraced me. So all of a sudden I had access to all the local activities. So I was like into the local parties where I was exposed to the local women, and just it actually enhanced my Cuban experience a whole lot better. And I actually sat in the classroom where I spoke to the kids and took pictures with them. So they wanted to meet, a Black American that spoke English. So it was definitely a great experience, man. I highly recommend everyone to go to Cuba. There's a lot to see and do, and Cuba's Black. Don't get it twisted. Cuba is Black.
Definitely it is. It is. Oh.
Yeah, just to give everybody a history, basically what happened is once Fidel Castro got into power, most of the lighter skinned people, they went to America while most of the Black people stayed on the island. So just so you guys know, that's why you see mostly Black or mixed people on the island of Cuba. So just for all you guys, who want to know about Black people on there, but you see tons of them, man. So, but what made you guys want to go to Cuba out of all the places?
Well, for me, it was like I was raised in Miami, so I've always had Cuban friends. I've always been fascinated, and the course is 90 miles away from Miami, Florida. So I just felt like it was just natural for me to go there. I mean, I've done the Colombias, I've done the DRs, and it was just like, this was like on territory. And once Obama left the ban, dude, I took the first chance to go there, and I left. And when I tell you this, man, dude, it was one of the best experiences ever, man. And just even like the women there was just an epic experience.
Oh yeah. So, my reason is there's no reason. I mean, why not? Yeah. It's there. It was super cheap flight. It was something I was just getting off a contract. I took my cousin with me for the first time. He enjoyed it. So I'm like, why not? Everybody goes to Jamaica and to here and to there. I'm like, I want to do something a little bit different, and I'm so glad I did it. I was actually talking today. I might want to go back, but they're being a little shady right now.
They're a little shady right now over there. So.
Yeah, they're doing COVID scams, and that's where they tell you, oh, you got COVID, so you have to stay in the hospital for 5 days, and they charge your insurance X amount of money for the times that you're there. And they get the money, and then they just send you, oh, you're good, and then they send you home. So that's why right now I'll be a little iffy about going, because it's happened to several people.
Look, I'm trying to stop him from going. He's trying to go now. I'm telling like, dude, you better sit your ass down and go another place, because you ain't going to Cuba, bro.
Yeah. Right now, I was trying to go to Cuba, go back there a couple of months ago, but I was like, forget it. It's not even worth it at this point, because of all the restrictions like you guys stated, man. It's just not, But I want to go back so bad, because the last time I went was like 3 years ago, and I had a good time. For those that know me, I got family out there, and just that my first time when I went to Cuba, they kind of kidnapped me. So
good kidnapping in Cuba.
I mean, again, guys, I think there's a lot of don't believe the stuff you hear on the media about Cuba. They will embrace you as a Black man. You will get the full essence of the experience. And again, it's about the culture. Don't go because the women. Go for the culture, man, because the culture is going to make it worth the while.
Before we jump on the whole culture part of this, Charles Jones, he actually had a serious question that he stated. He says, serious question: Do you ever go anywhere besides Colombia, DR, and Brazil?
Yes.
Hell yeah, man.
Yes. Well, that's recent for me. That is recent. I think we did it last week. I did Asia, Japan, Europe, Amsterdam, Ireland, London, Paris, Canada, Australia. The whole Asia, the whole Latin America is literally, want to say about a new year for me. So
keep in mind, I've told you, Steve, I've done over 30 countries, all over from the Americas to Europe. Of course, 2 years ago, I started to do my Africa experience. Then COVID happened. Last year, I was supposed to go to Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Kenya. Then COVID happened, so we had to kill that. So hopefully this year I'll get my chance to go back to Africa. But yeah, we try to explore beyond the typical DR, Colombia, and Brazil. And don't get it twisted now. DR, Colombia, Brazil, have a lot of great options, but explore different cities in those countries. Don't just do Sosua, Medellin, and Rio. There's other places you can check out.
Exactly. I agree as well. And for me as well, I could definitely tell you, I've been to about 13 different Latin countries. My goal that I've been trying to do is actually go to all 21 different Latin speaking countries. So I'm halfway there, and I've traveled to 25 or so different countries. I have to look at my list again. And also each country, I've went to different cities within the countries. So, that's one of the big things that I love about traveling. I love being an explorer.
Well, just keep in mind, Solo, is that we were planning to go to Ecuador.
Yeah.
But now, I kind of put that in the group that we were planning to go to Ecuador. We had the place booked. We'll start pipelining. But right now, due to the COVID situation right now, it's getting really hectic. And we felt that the restriction, it will be not worth our money and time to go there. So we decided to divert our attention from Ecuador back to Brazil in June. So we'll be going there in June.
Exactly. And that's one of the main reasons why, a lot of people are talking about Colombia DR and most of these places, Brazil, is because of the COVID restrictions, that they're not as bad, during this time, so most people now, they're going to those destinations because all the other countries, they have some like crazy restrictions that's going on, besides the PCR test and everything, the lockdowns or whatever they have. So that's also another thing to address as well. But I know a lot of people that are going to Costa Rica right now and Panama. So those are other places that you could go to right now during this COVID situation. So
I mean, he was just there for like 10 days in Panama.
Yeah, it's all over it, man. Most definitely nice country.
I mean, this guy was in the Everglades, somewhere in the rainforest, with a half-naked native, like touring the boat ride. But he caught on his drone, so that was kind of cool.
Nice. And what a perfect storm. Thanks for checking us out. So let's go back to Cuba. Let's talk about the culture. Like, what did you guys enjoy about the culture while you guys were there?
Go first.
Man, it was refreshing, right? Compared to what you see in being in Miami or in Atlanta or any other Spanish-speaking country. To me, it was refreshing because they were so humble, appreciative, and family oriented. Like, the neighborhoods was not what I expected. Where we stayed was 10 minutes, 15 minutes outside of Havana. The neighborhood was clean. Everybody was hanging out. Everybody was just, I can't remember the name of it, but it was right off the Malecon next to the hospital. It's big. I couldn't tell you, but it was nice, and the people were very friendly. I didn't feel any type of way walking down there late at night. It was just so warming.
I think for me, it was like getting the true Afro-Cuban experience. Like I said, by me delivering the boxing equipment to the community, they literally embraced me. So they took me to like a black salsa festival where everyone was black. Yeah, and I'm in the mix. Everyone think I'm Cuban because I blend in. And I got the opportunity to go eat at a family house where they cook, arroz con pollo. And I had that, like the soupy version one with the African bowl. I mean, that was just an epic experience, man. And that's what I travel for, man. That experience, because you could experience the women, that's cool, but you will never forget the people you meet and the experience you have.
Exactly. Did you guys get a chance to dance some salsa while you guys were there?
See, of course, man. Yo soy bailar.
You kept on the dance floor, like showing them out.
But I'm more of a bachata guy, so don't keep your Dominican girl away from me, man, because I will bachata her ass away from you.
Yeah.
That's a problem right there. They love other to dance, man. They go wild for that.
Oh yeah, they love that, man. Like I tell brothers all the time, man, take some dance lessons, man. They love it, man. Like, learn the language, learn the culture. Trust me, that just helps things and so much more.
Yeah, definitely it does. You know what? And that's one thing that I love. Like, every country I go to, I try to do as much, intel on that country as possible about the, not only the language, but the dance and everything that they enjoy doing. Because the more information you have on their culture, it makes it so much easier to meet new friends out there. So that's one thing I also will toss out there for you guys who are looking to go to different places. We have Jason Brown. He got a question here. Do y'all like touch your lip but being a follower?
What does that even mean, bro?
Yeah, you're gonna have to clarify that for me because I've been sitting on this for a little bit. I'm trying to understand it. So,
I mean, I don't even know what it means. I can't even read it right.
Right? I read it 4 times. I'm like, okay, let's get you packing up.
So,
but no, I still my Cuban trip was in January of 2019, I believe. And I still talk to my Cuban girl that I met for sure. So it is most definitely.
Yeah, it's worth it, man.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we also have Vincent. He was talking about that. I don't care if folks travel to Brazil 100 times. Just enjoy life. Yeah. You know,
no shaming, no hate.
Exactly.
Look. I tell dudes all the time. Listen, I don't care where you go, as long as you smile and you're enjoying yourself, enjoying your time. That's all that matters. Because keep in mind, man, we're all on a time clock of life. Enjoy while you can. I could care less you go to the same spot 20 times, but hey, it doesn't help just to explore the area.
Yeah, exactly. You know, because I know some people would just stay at that one location, they go to that one country, but go to one particular location. We're trying to tell brothers to not only go to that one country, but expand, explore that country that you like to go to, because it'll make you even a better person. Because one of the things is that it kind of sucks if, people know that you're traveling and that you've been going to the same location for 20 years and they actually, hey, I'm looking to go to this, the same country that you're going to. Can you give me some information about it? And you can't really give them nothing but one location, so it's kind of
one street. That's all I know.
You want to hear something? And again, I'm going to keep it a buck with everybody. When I speak to other fellow Dominicans or fellow Colombians, I never mention that I go to the tourist spots. So like DR, Sosúa, I never tell anyone that I go to Sosúa. I'd rather say I go to Caballete, Puerto Plata, Jasper Hernandez, because everyone knows when they think about Sosúa, they think of one thing. And I don't want to be, I'm there, but I don't want that word to be associated to me. So I'll just say, I go to Santo Domingo, Santiago, and that's it. Just keep it simple and keep it moving. But yeah, definitely, if you are going to the same spot, it doesn't hurt for you to go 30 minutes east, 30 minutes west, and it's a whole different world, a whole different experience.
Exactly. Also Charles, he came back and said, okay, you are legit, but as far as restrictions, I would personally wait until they lift personal choice. Yeah, that's your personal choice. We understand. Everybody have,
you're gonna be doing a lot of watching us have fun and doing our thing, and let's not forget when we get out to Rio, we doing a live stream from out there, with you and whatnot. So yeah, homeboy, sit back, get a nice comfy couch, and you're gonna be sitting for a while, boy. But I'll take your spot gladly. All right, don't you worry about it.
Last year I went to 3 countries. He went to 4 countries last year. And this is during COVID. So if dude's waiting for things to get better and get vaccinated, that's on you. But guess what? I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna get on the plane. I'm out.
Exactly. Sitting here. Hey, I gotta say what up to Pablo Festa Bar. He said, what up, guys? Passport Bros. I gotta give it up to the Passport Bros. Drop the bombs in this piece. Glad that you came through. Say what up. So let's jump back to the Cuba, man, because I know that we've been derailing a little bit, but answering these questions. But so when you guys went in Cuba, you guys only went to one city, or how many other cities did you guys visit when you guys went?
Well, for me, I went to Havana, of course. That was the main area. But I went to another city outside of Havana. I forgot the name of it, but I only spent a day there. But really, it's like there's so much to see and do in Havana that it's just like you kind of take it all in, and it's time for you to go. But I definitely want to go back. If I were to go back, I want to go to Santiago de Cali. So that's the east side of the island, and that's where a lot of the Haitian Cubans are. So I'm Haitian. So I want to see my fellow Haitian Cubans out there.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm right there with you, half Haitian, half Cuban. So
yeah, I just did Havana. Like I said, they took us elsewhere. I can't remember. I should look that up. But I know I want to go down to. I would love to go there for like a whole month and stay in different Airbnbs in different places, because I did see that there was just more to it. And I don't know if they're gonna let me take the drone, but I'm gonna take the old drone. I don't mind losing the new one.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this: if you get arrested, don't call me, because I can't cash out the money.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of times they'll just confiscate your drone. through immigration. So yeah, man, I only want to take the chance, you know. But with you guys being out there for so long, how did you guys overcome the money situation? Because we know that, you know, we can't use our credit cards and things like that in Cuba. You know, we're only able to carry cash. So you guys have brought a whole bunch of cash, and or did you guys do anything special?
Yeah, well, for me, again, by me doing that boxing donation, it opened up a lot of doors for me. So I had access to dudes that worked in the bank. So what they did, they gave me a discount with changing my money. And two, I was able to change my coup money for the local money. So it's kind of weird. I actually tripled my money while I was there because I changed the tourist money to the local money. And because I was around the locals, no one didn't know the difference. Again, people thought I was Cuban. Unless I opened my mouth, they wouldn't know. So my money actually tripled while I was there. But I had a guy there that actually changed the money for me.
I just took a bunch of Canadian with me.
It's Canadian.
So I took a bunch of Canadian with me. If you have a major bank like Wells Fargo, American, Bank of America, whatever the case may be, you can go to your bank. You can just go online, and from your account, you can just be like, transfer X amount into this country's money, and they'll even mail it to you in FedEx.
Yeah.
Or you could go order it at the bank and pick it up at the bank. You know, it'll be here in 3 days, and you just go pick it up.
I highly recommend you do it like 2 weeks before you travel. Just in
make
case.
sure you have it. Don't do it at the airport. They're going to bust
you.
Yeah,
don't do it at the airport.
Don't do it at the American airport or the when you get into Cuba. Once you get outside, you turn to the right. There's a thing right there. You can exchange. But I would suggest ordering it first. And also, I did run out because things were a little bit more. We was doing it hard. Yeah. I did run out, and what I was able to do was, you got to go to certain spots where you could buy these Wi-Fi cards. So I got a Wi-Fi card. I end up using a VPN on my phone, which I would suggest you get. I had ExpressVPN. Got into my Western Union and was able to Western Union myself money. So that's also a good look to make sure you have that all set up so you can do it, no problem. But yeah, it was a good way of.
Highly recommend you guys invest in the VPN network. So while you're overseas, especially working, so if you don't want your company to know that you're overseas, invest in that VPN. So
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. You know, VPN, and also, you know, since you brought up about the Wi-Fi internet card, you know, so how was your experience dealing with that? Because I know that they have different tier levels for you to purchase.
I enjoyed it because my phone didn't work for anything. And when you're talking with people, you have, you know, of course I downloaded the translator. There's a Spanish version of my phone to do that. But when you're talking to girls and people now, they're not on Instagram, they're not texting all the time, yada, yada, yada. So it's much easier. It's more sociable. It felt like it was 1995 again, man. So honestly, I felt, but it did suck that in order to check in with mom so let her know I'm good, I gotta walk like 20 minutes up the street, get this Wi-Fi card, and you sitting there and everybody's on their phone.
Hey, wait, hold up. But look, let me tell you something, man. I met a lot of chicas at these Wi-Fi parks.
Oh yeah.
So even though
don't sleep
on it, man, you'd be amazed, man. You go there, you talk, the next you know they hear that American accent. It's open season,
and you tend to and she's right over there, like, oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about the Wi-Fi park, because that's actually what I did. I actually went to the Wi-Fi park instead of like purchasing the actual card, and like, you know, you see like 20 people there all hovering around each other trying to get that Wi-Fi. It's crazy. Seeing that, because at first I'm like, what are we doing here? You know, I'm asking my family, like, what's up with this? I'm like, I need internet, and they're like, no, come to the park, and you know, we'll purchase the Wi-Fi, and even at that time, that Wi-Fi is not the greatest in the park.
Right. It's a social gathering place.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah, you know what it is, like what Bacchus said. It's a social gathering spot, and again, like for me, I rarely jump online unless, you know, I got to call my kids, make sure they're okay and everything. But once that's done, I'm not using. I normally just don't get online.
Yeah. Especially when you're out of the country, man. A lot of times, it really is no reason, you know. But we got Big Lee 2203. He got a question here. It says, when you guys went to Cuba, did y'all stay with a family or did y'all rent Airbnb? Sorry if you guys ever.
I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you this: the stuff that I was doing, there's no way in hell that I could stay with a family. So I did. I did some things. And I actually went to the Airbnb spot. Again, it was an amazing experience. I was actually downtown Havana, so it was awesome. Airbnb, I paid $50 a day for it, but it was worth it. 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and I had free breakfast.
Yeah,
every day.
Yeah. I did that too. No, I did an Airbnb too. The gentleman was hella cool. He even took us to the airport. He even helped translate when we met the local girls. I was like, "Is it okay for them to come over?" He's like, "Yeah, sure. Give me the phone. I'll tell them." You know, we had a rooftop deck, so we was able to look over and see the Monte Carlo. We had a really good time. So the Airbnb is great, and it's a great way to go give back to the community. And like Ken was saying, you got to go and you got to take things. I went down to Walmart. I bought the big packs of toothpaste, of toothbrushes and stuff like that. I put them in little Ziploc gift bags, and everybody I met that was cool, I handed to them, and that's what I mean. It was really appreciated.
I brought lingerie. Lingerie.
He always does that.
And some chocolate. I brought some chocolate. Hey, let me tell you this. Hey, Solo, you bring some chocolate, man, they go crazy.
Yeah, and also some perfume too, man.
Yeah, man. You know me, man. You know how I roll.
Yo, they will swipe your cologne. You know, so when you come in your room, they will. If they notice your cologne sitting on the dresser, they will use it, no matter what. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Why are you touching my stuff now? Yo, man, but yeah, just like you said, that chocolate, you know, get some nice lingerie, whatever, you know, thongs, whatever you want to bring out there, you know, you'll have a good time.